spiritual reasons. But if you just reduce it to spiritual causes, shaitan got to my child, you're not going to find the answer. That is not how answers are found. And that is not how the Prophet ﷺ dealt with issues. That's just not how he dealt with it. People came to him, and he was actually one of the most remarkable psychologists that ever lived. He understood where people were coming from emotionally and dealt with them accordingly. Even if they're talking about the same sin, he'd offer them different remedies, because he understood that not every case is the same, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not everything is black and white. So we have to develop this nuance. The other thing that we have to develop in Islamic discourse, especially at the level of community, is we have to understand the concept of ud'u ila sabili rabbik. Ud'u ila sabili rabbik. Allah does not say ud'u ila al-Islam. Call to submission. He didn't say call to submission. He said call to the path of your master. Now by definition, a path, please listen to this carefully, by definition, a path is not the same as a destination. A path leads you to a destination, but a path is not the same as a destination. So when I invite you somewhere, if somebody was inviting you to come to this program, they would not invite you to the 295 or the 495 or the 395. They would invite you to this address, right? They wouldn't invite you to the path or the road. They'd invite you to the destination. Isn't that true? But Allah uniquely says in the Quran, invite people to the path. This is remarkable. And it's very important to understand this, the hikmah in that, just that expression alone. Just that expression alone. The suggestion therein is that this Islam is actually a journey. And some people have made a lot of progress, and some people are just starting. And some people drive really fast, and some people what? Drive really slow. Some people are going to make progress over a long period of time. Some people are going to go 0 to 60 in 1 second, 2 seconds. They're going to get there. And you cannot expect every driver on this road to move at the same pace. You cannot compare people to each other. You certainly cannot compare them to the Sahaba. You certainly cannot do that. The Quran actually acknowledges that people change over time. This is the reason for which Allah did not reveal the prohibition of alcohol, which is, by the way, rijsum min amal shaitan, an abomination from the work of the devil. It's not just haram, it is something from the devil. And yet Allah did not stop people from something from the devil in the entire Meccan Quran. It took time. Allah took His time taking people off. And that's the best generation. If the best generation could not have handled it quickly, why do you expect somebody who learned something about Islam should transform themselves immediately? We have unrealistic expectations from people. It is not Islam that has unrealistic expectations. I came to learn later on the hard way. It wasn't Islam that was harsh. It's people that are harsh. It's people that are harsh. It's people that impose harsh restrictions on other people. Did you know how many prayers you have to pray a day? 5. Then you hear a lecture. Whosoever does not pray their 5 prayers will burn in the hellfire, and they're going to be treated like kuffar, and we don't even know if we should make janazah for them, etc., 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 etc. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Man, I came to Jumu'ah out of faith, and I just learned that I'm a kafir. That has actually happened to me. I've heard those khutbahs before. But nobody ever gave me a khutbah about a man coming to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, "Ubayi'uka ala salatayn." I am ready to pledge my allegiance to you, but I'm only going to pray 2 prayers a day. And the Prophet says, okay, go ahead. And the Sahaba are in shock. What, 2? And he says when he tastes the sweetness of salah, he will come to 5 on his own. He's on a path, and that path began with 2. And the Rasul of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam recognized that there's a progression. It's okay. Instead of saying, by the way, I'm giving you 2, but I really mean 5. Nothing, just, it's okay. It's okay. Good enough. Subhanallah. The Sahaba were asked to do so much. They were asked to sacrifice so much. From the beginning of the Prophet's career to the end of his career, how many incredible sacrifices did these companions have to make? Yet, one of these people comes to the Prophet ﷺ and says, just tell me something I can do, and I will only do that, I'm not going to do anything else. And the Prophet does not say, you have to join me in battle, you have to make hijrah if I ask you to, you have to do this, you have to do that. No, 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 no. Just say La ilaha illallah and be committed to that. Just commit yourself to that. And some ulama say, but ثُمَّ اسْتَقِمْ, قُلْ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ ثُمَّ اسْتَقِمْ, be committed to that. That includes all the teachings of Islam. Bhaijan, yes, includes all the teachings of Islam, but ثُمَّ اسْتَقِمْ is being said to this guy who's not an alim, who does not understand comprehensive speech. He's just some Joe who walked in and said, just tell me something I gotta do. He said, say La ilaha illallah and be serious about it. And they go, oh, be serious, by which you mean do all things Islam. He didn't think like that. Okay, I could do that. And he walks away. Because the Prophet knew, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, at least he's planting a seed. At least he's getting started. My attitudes in the beginning. I realized over time, none of them were the problem of Islam. All of them were the problems of Muslims. All of them. They presented Islam as something that belongs in ancient times. We did that to ourselves. We presented Islam's teachings as harsh. As a matter of fact, where there is no harshness, we interpret it as harshness, because it's not harsh enough for us. Because unless it's harsh, it must not be Islamic. To be more Islamic, you have to be more socially awkward. That's the definition.